Hey, good afternoon, folks, and welcome to today's live market profile and order for trade analysis by Trade Education. This is the weekly expiry video. Today is 15th of July, and yeah. So before I start the session, just a quick disclaimer that trading involves substantial risk and is not suitable for all investors. Also, the information which I'm sharing is for educational purposes only and cannot be used for any trade related activities. Okay. So with that, let me just quickly share my screen and I'll first of all explain you the context, what's happening at the moment in the Nifty's auction development. So last time when we connected was 8th of July and uh, overall, if you see, there was a massive drop. The value were migrated lower, multiple anomalies were created. A lot of stuff happened over the last expiry. Uh, what happened after that is, a good balanced profile was created. So this indicated a mark of ending of one auction, so the massive selling which came, we saw a peacock formation. So both the pressure from the sellers and the buyers, they came to an agreement and, we had a sort of a balanced profile and also peacock gave another hint. So that's where I was looking forward to observe whether we see now continuation from selling or not. So that was a very important criteria. And what happened the next day, that is this Monday, the 12th of July, is where the auction opened higher. So there was some 100 points gap up opening. It found some exhaustion, it went below, and so there was a single print which created. Yeah. So this single print was, or this particular zone, so from 15,750, 40 to 15,760. So this is the demand zone, and what I was doing is I was just selling, 15,750 puts, 15 and buying say 15,750 call. So a sort of a bull call, or a bearish or a bullish spread, looking to exit around this particular auction, the poor highs, and continuation. So we were seeing continuation on 13th, on 14th, and today also we are seeing continuation. So continuously since last 3 days, the value is developing higher. So this was so compared to the 9th of July. We saw overlapping value and then we are seeing higher value development. Okay. So this is a phenomenon called continuation to the upside. Good continuation is seen, and today I was not able to take any trades. Currently, I am experimenting with one of the tools for options, so I'll share it in some time. But I was again long biased, and when this BC, so right now we just have this weaker reference BC low, and I was expecting a stop hunting move. So the stop hunting move has created, and right now if you see, the auction is now just developing sideways. So this is one of the HVN which I'm observing, and I'm seeing whether we see continuation to the higher or we see continuation to the lower end. Good single prints are getting formed, but a good massive stop hunting move happened today in the current how the auction developed. Share the tool which I'm currently experimenting, and this comes with fibers. So this is a go charting option. This is known as option desk. And currently what I've done is I'm experimenting with some of the strategies. So this is a short-term strategy, and all these three are the intraday strategies. I'm experimenting with iron condor, short straddle, and short strangle. So if you see, currently I'm in loss in the two strategies of short straddle and strangle, and a sort of notional profit in the iron condor from the intraday perspective. I'll also add, I'll also share you the price. So let me clear the drawings. Just a second. I'll just take it a bit up. So this is a long-term strategy wherein I have, like, this is for the 7 days expiries. for the iron condor, and these are for today's expiry. So sold 16,000 calls, bought 1650 calls, sold 15,750. Bought 15,750 puts and sold 15,800 calls. Yeah, so these are the entry prices, and this is the LTP, and that's what the MT1 roster. So a good tool. So I'm currently running on some intraday strategies, which I can implement because I want to manage the risk and also the capital. So the capital which is required for the straddle, so basically for strangle and straddle, I think this is 1.6 or 1.8. And if I do an iron condor, it's about 55,000 or 60,000. Yeah, so I'm saving ₹1,00,000. Here, my risk is pretty much defined. Return is also defined, but risk is more defined. So I'm experimenting with some of the iron condor strategies. Yeah. It also helps me to gauge the overall sentiment. So right now I'm looking at, so on the top is something called where is the open interest? So this is the put side and this is the call side. Let me draw again. Sorry. So this is the, so you see these are the underlying prices, 14,500, 15,500, 16,000, 16,500, 17,000. So for the current weekly expiry, what is the open interest? That's what I'm looking at. And this is nothing but the premium chart, the second chart which you see. So the call premium versus the put premium. So where is the put premium higher? Where is the call premium higher? I'm just looking at, and this is that skew chart. Yeah. So just observing, trying out, experimenting with this. So let me just switch back to the market profile chart. Before that, if you want to get trained yourself, you can check the link below. There is a paid training recorded session which will help you to get yourself known to the market profile. And these are some of the areas where you can explore, find more videos. And you can join the Telegram channel, also the YouTube channel and the website. Yeah. So let me now switch back to the market profile chart, and something good, I would say, an anomaly has created. And if you see, this is a poor high. So what we had is this intrabar halfback. It failed, and now the auction is developing higher. So at this particular HV, I'll be just observing how the auction is getting developed. So I'll just clear the drawing. I'll also zoom in. Overall, if I look from the structure perspective, we have an HVN here, and we have an HVN here. This is the point of control. The POC has not migrated, only the price has migrated. And we have got single print zones, 2 single print zones right here. Yeah. So I'm just observing because auction was unable to tag the single print, and it rejected, and now we are seeing continuation to the higher side. So I'm expecting some more upside. Now the question is, till where will this auction go? So right now we are in this anomaly. So on the 5th of July is where we had this good spike. So this is a good spike which happened, and we have got 834 trapped buyers, and there are also unfinished auction, and this entire territory is unfinished. It's untouched. There are a lot of anomalies here. So I'm just observing and seeing whether we are seeing continuation or not. Because right now the put selling, or the put writing is pretty good. I'm waiting for the call writing to come strong. Right now they are not so good enough. So I'm just observing how the auction is developing. In the meantime, I'll also share the order flow chart. Just a minute. Where is the order flow chart? Here it is. Okay. So first of all, the current intraday high which has developed, so let me just squeeze this. So this is the current high, and there are no selling, no sellers present, only 70 buyers. So I'll be just marking this as a reference from the intraday perspective. And right now, if you see, we are just, trying to reach there. So there were 70 trapped buyers. Here I'm seeing 84 trapped buyers. Some selling pressure is coming in, but I'm not so convinced. We also have an anomaly of the poor high, weak high, and we are also now trading above this particular HVM. So let's see. So this is a good intraday trade. What I can do is I can take a long trade, keep my stop loss at the half back, targeting the high of today. So let's see whether that happens or not. I'm just switching back to the market profile chart. So auction is just developing sideways, but it's above the value area high. So I'm just observing. Okay. So why the auction stopped here? That's the question which I'm asking. I'll also jump to Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty, there was a good buying signal around the peak-off, tagging this particular high. So yeah, so auction is now just developing sideways, but I'll just switch back to Nifty. Why sellers? So this is a visual location. Why sellers came here? Why buyers stopped here? Yeah, just, we are just chopping. We're just developing sideways. And being an expiry day, there will be some theta decay, and the auction will, take some rest. So if you see A, B, C, D, it was a massive up move, and now E and F, they are just developing sideways. What is the auction telling? That's what's the pulse. That's what currently I'm trying to understand. So from the option charts, 16,000 is the level where a lot of sellers or the writing is present. So this is that level. So this is the Nifty spot chart. So this is where maximum open interest and option writing is happening from the call side. So this is the resistance and this is the overall support. So if you see, there is a sort of stop hunting move which I'm expecting to the upside. There is a slope here. Sharp rejection was seen, so I'm expecting continuation to the higher side. So let's see. So the POC migrated higher. Earlier it was here. So now the POC is migrated higher. We will be seeing some choppiness action, and then I'll be expecting some sharp up move. Okay, so auction will come down. Let's see. Let's wait and watch. Just observing how the auction is getting developed. So the auction is developing lower. Sellers are stepping in. Okay, so you should be out of that trade because I said that the stop loss should be at the halfback. So you should be out of that trade. So why isn't the selling activity? So I'm looking also at the tempo, observing the tempo. Currently there are just 212 volume, 213 contracts traded. So not so good volume. 230 now. Okay, so POC is acting as a support for now. Let's see what happens. So now higher auction development. So you will be hearing some background music. I listen to music while I trade and observe the market. Just keep me focused. Okay, so it's developing higher. And let's see whether we get a good breakout. This will be a good breakout trade. Yes, good breakout happened. I'll now jump to the spot chart, and here I shared that there is this skew, and a good breakout has happened in the spot chart. So this is the spot chart of market profile chart for Nifty index, and this is the Nifty futures chart. Now I'm expecting continuation to the higher side because there are 200 trapped buyers, and it's also an unfinished auction. So let's see whether that happens or not. I think bank Nifty are even, it's developing sideways around this level. So this is one of the highs from the, so I don't have the data right now, but this was one of the highs which I was able to identify, where supply is there, a major resistance was there. So spot chart is developing higher. Expect the futures chart to again develop higher. So I'll also share my trading terminal. I have not taken any trades today. As I shared that I'm experimenting with the option desk. But around this area, so this is the previous day high. This is where, a good opportunity came in. So option developed sideways, rejection at VWAP. Once this big bar came in, that was a good sign to short 15,800 puts and 15,850 puts. So yeah, so that was good. And then we are seeing continuation to the high. So we have a big HV in here. This is a low volume area node. So some rejection will be seen and expect to see continuation to the higher side. Let me switch back to the market profile chart, and it's still developing around the high. So expect continuation is what I'm looking at, continuation to the higher side. Overall volumes are pretty okay, just 873. Okay, so 200 ka, it has happened 457. So current high is weaker. It's unfinished auction. Okay. So in coming weeks, what I'm expecting is, so this is just some, so either we see continuation to the higher side or balancing is, what I'm expecting. I'm not expecting a sharp downfall unless and until there is some major events. I don't think there are major events going to happen next week, because these are all, good demand zones where a lot of buyers are present. So I'm expecting 16,000 to tag today in the spot chart. 15. So currently we are at 15,957. 16,000 is here. And there is a delta of 13 points between spot and the futures chart. So here it's still developing higher. I'll also share the order flow chart. So unfinished auction, good buying, so good positive delta. I'm expecting continuation to the higher end. Volumes are not so this should be about 1,000 or 2,000 is a good volume, but expecting continuation to the upside. Back to the market profile chart. And if you see, this is a visual level. So 15,960, the current high. 15,960 is a whole number. So who sells at such round numbers? Who sells or who buys at such round numbers? Yeah. So this is again an anomaly, a visual reference. Okay, so it's been 26 minutes. So I'll just end today's session, and let's again catch up next week and see how the auction develops. Till then, take care and bye for now.